And a good day, playmates, and welcome to another Harmer vid. As promised, this is a continuation of part 1, which is a local job. So hopefully you've already seen that, and we are already at Boron. Ready to do our first drop off, but what I did do, by the time I got here, it was about 7:30 at night, and I seem to remember we started at about 5:30 at Barstow, so it took me a couple of real-time hours to get here to Boron. So rather than do all the dropping off work in the dark, I thought it would be a better idea to push the clock forwards another 12 hours, so that at least it's light. And so, because we're in February, lo and behold, when I went forwards 12 hours, in that time it's also snowed as well. So we've got snow. Anyway, let's get back into cab, and we're going to be heading off here. I'm just going to Alt-Tab out. So we're here at the moment, and we're going to be heading down here. So I think what I was going to do initially was I was just going to detach the front two trains and just run them onto here, but there's a little auxiliary track here, and my train length is about 5,200 feet, so I'm just going to be able to get down there. So that's the plan. We're going to drop the front two engines off there, and then jump into the rear two, and then back our consist for borax down here. We've got let me just Alt-Tab back in, and we've got 88 cars, of which 80 are going to be dropped off at this particular point. Borax is obviously a large company, so let's crack on. Alright, so just change the switch, and then I will detach. Okay, so let me just set this up in here. I will take off the handbrake. Okay, and I'll hop out and okay, so I may have to do a bit of, I doubt whether I'll be able to open the coupler. No, okay. Alright, so I will go into reverse, and I will just notch up one, and then I'll take off the brakes. Will that do the job? Yay, it has. So I'm going to close the angle cock. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to close the angle cock there. And I've already opened the coupler. So what I'm now going to do is put the handbrake, which is released. I'll put the handbrake on there, on there, on there, and there. Now hopefully that'll hold while I now go forwards. And okay. Alright, that's good. They're holding there. Back into cab. Okay, that should do me. Okay. Brake on. And hop out. And I'm going to relinquish this train. Well, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to stop it. Yeah, I will. It's going to take me a little while, and I'm going to relinquish that. Okay, and then I'm going to obviously change the switch first. Whoops. And then I think we're going to put the first rake into we're going to put it into here. Yeah, I'll drop the first lot off down here, so they've got to be obviously within the red dots, which is why see, initially I was going to park them down here, but it's a good job I put the industry tag on, because they won't process. If anything's on this track, that's that one, and that one, it ain't going to process. Okay, so we're going to hitch a ride on the back here, and what you have to do, this is a bit cryptic, it took me a while to find this out. I had to go to the depot forums. You move up to the steps, then you hit F11, and it now says unit boarded. Okay, so we're now on the back of the train, so I can still control the train even though I'm on the back. So reverser is neutral. Let's go into reverse. Notch is 0. Let's hit notch 1. Let's remove the brake here, and I think also I'll need to hit F5, which is the handbrake as well. So F5, and then we should start to see some movement. So notch 2. Yeah, okay. Also, just by and by, what I did do was I also saved this train, because if I want to operate this local again, I don't want to go through have to go through all the palaver of setting it all up again. So I've saved this specific train, which I can, you know, respot on any part of the map. You may think that I'm probably doing this shunting a little bit too slowly. I'm still not used to the braking systems on these trains, and if you brake suddenly, you can brake knuckles, you can brake couplers, and do all sorts of things. Okay, so I now need to slow this down. Nice and easy. Yeah, so you know, you can damage stuff. I mean, if that happens, then basically this is an auto save. I do an auto save every 10 minutes, so at least you can go, you know, 10 minutes back or 20 minutes back in time, before you actually broke part of your train. Alright, so I digress. We need to undo this rake of cars. Okay, so we're going to brake them here. So what I'm going to do is, first up, I'm just going to put the handbrake on the last three, just to keep them in position. Okay, then I may not be able to undo the coupler. No, okay, alright. So what I'm going to need to do is take off the brakes. And then just gently nudge this back. Yep, okay, so uncouple. I am going to close the angle cock on this side, and then here I'm going to close it on that side. I think you only actually need to uncouple one side. So now I'm going to put the train into forwards, and throttle, give it notch 1. And the air hose should pull apart. Yep, okay. Okay, so that's that lot done. Head back into cab and pull forwards. I will, I guess, get on the back So now I gotta jump on here. Yeah, unit boarded. Okay, so now okay, so let's take it nice and easy and stop here. Okay, hop off the back and the switch here. Second rake is fairly hefty. In size, and there. Yep, and here. Okay. Okay, hitch a ride. And into reverse and notch one and brake off. And then once I've finished this, a day later, these will be ready for pickup. So I guess the idea would be to the train that I've saved, put that back into Barstow Yard, and then come out here, drop all the bits and pieces off on these tracks, and then assemble this train, and then yeah, put these guys where these guys are, or something like that. You get the gist. Okay, let's hop off here and yeah, okay, let's break this here. So first thing is to apply handbrakes to these three, and then I doubt whether I'll be able to unlock this. Oh, okay, nice one. Okay, close the angle cock here, go to here, close the angle cock there. Don't need to open the coupler because I've already done one. Go forwards and notch up, brakes off, and wait for it all to happen. Yep, okay. Okay, let's hop on the back of the last rake. No, not near enough. F11. Yep, unit boarded. So I appear to be having a bit of a problem up here. I might do a shift. Okay. Oh, yep, we're okay. We're all good. Yep, we're all good. Okay. Wow, that was a bit of a marathon. Okay. That's going to go into there. I think that's going to run straight in. Yeah, it is. Okay, so transport to my train. and to the end of my train, and we're gonna hop on here. Yeah, unit boarded, and we now hit reverse, couple of notches, brakes off. Okay. Ooh. Are these going to fit on? Ugh. Crap. They're not. Alright. Where there's a will, there's a won't. Well, that's unfortunate. A miscalculation on my part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these here. So I'm going to apply brakes there, brakes there, brakes there. Okay, I'll try and release this. Yep, okay, good stuff. Close the angle cock. Close the angle cock. And then I am going to hopefully be able to park the rest of these over on the other two tracks. What a pain in the arse. Alrighty. Well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Should have thought about that. Bugger. Okay. So I'm gonna hop on here. No, still haven't been able to do it. Come on. It's probably because I've got this open. Yep, unit boarded. Okay. Okay. Now here's the problem. After buggering about, I've now discovered that the tracks that have been allocated for these cars are too short for the number of cars that is shown for the industry. So by what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, by 7 cars. So these 7 cars, which should belong to BOR, I can't park because that's just will not take any more. So that's handy because I'll now go to the industry editor, which is left control and I, and I'm going to search for the industry using the closest track, which is borax. And what we're going to do is we're going to shorten the capacity, probably yeah, we're going to drop the covered hoppers. Yeah, we're going to drop those by 10 cars. So we'll just be able to fit everything on there. So we'll have 20 20 box cars, 20 covered hoppers, and 10 tank cars. Okay, so what I do need to do now is save this. So that's now saved. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to disconnect these cars here, and I'm going to delete them. So hopefully I can uncouple them. No, I can't. Okay, so reverser is forwards, brakes off, gently head forwards, gently add some braking. Yep, that's done the job. I'll just put some more brakes on. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that, and then head forwards again. Okay, that's done it. Alright, so let me now just bugger. Oh yeah, we're all good. We're good. So select that. I'm going to delete that. Alright, so finally we've got our borax shit together. Okay, so now let's hop into cab and let's pick up the rest of the train.